Members of the international community willing to do business in Nigeria have been assured of a friendly environment laced with strong returns on investment. At a forum in New York, the Minister of Trade and Investment, Mr. Olusegun Aganga, told a group of businessmen and women that government has the right policies in place to encourage growth. Our correspondent, Olu Phillips, who's in the United States, reports.
And provide the resources.
Barely weeks after the business community in Nigeria gathered at the nation's capital, Abuja, discussing the nation's economy, that momentum appears to have escalated beyond our shores to New York, United States. So while the president addressed the General Assembly, he detailed Mr. Trade and others to this forum to discuss imperatives of investing back home.
Our macro environment is stable, is strong. Exchange rate remains steady. Inflation in single digits at 8.4%. The first time we have come back from double digits to single digit inflation rate. Economic growth has consistently averaged 8% in the last 10 years. And we have one of the lowest debt to GDP ratios in the world. And in terms of returns on investment, Nigeria is ranked as number 4 in the whole world.
Look at Nigeria, a country I visited earlier this year. This is a country that for many years squandered its inheritances of oil riches, but now growing impressively, helped by dynamic reform and strong leadership.
Beyond the big picture canvassed here, Governor Fayemi explains how microeconomic dynamics aggregates to support investment decisions.
As we talk about these macroeconomic stability that the government is striving at the federal level to put in place, we must have a subnational understanding of the dynamics of change.
Close to 2,000 kilometers of gas pipelines across Nigeria. We've started already, like I mentioned, we have laid close to 500 kilometers already, and we have projects ongoing. So in there, the entire value chain for pipes is an investment opportunity, from pipe mills to pipe laying to pipe coating and to all the ancillary services in that area. We're also going to be building gas processing plants, which is critical to our industrialization policy.
In more practical terms, what key areas of the sector can these opportunities be found? Perhaps one question on the mind of these would-be investors in Nigeria.
One thing resonates, 3 reasons why you must come to Nigeria to invest, and that's because it is said that we have a competitive advantage in terms of macroeconomic stability, security, which is being upped right now, and of course infrastructural development. These are the winning platform that all of those who spoke on behalf of Nigeria is asking the international community to come and invest in the next frontier in terms of economic development, Nigeria and Africa. From New York City, this is Olu Phillips reporting for Channels Television News.
The Group Managing Director of the Nigeria National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, Mr. Andrew Yakubu, says there's been a significant increase in oil production in the country, resulting from a decrease in oil theft and vandalism in recent months. Rising from a meeting with the House Committee on Petroleum Upstream, Mr. Yakubu noted that the highest attention is being given to the twin scourge in the sector to ensure that they are brought to an end. He advocated the sustenance of new strategies recently employed on the recommendation of the House of Representatives for continued improvement. It's time now for business news. Here's Adeshawa Josh.
Well, thank you. Let's get straight to business. The World Bank Board of Directors has approved a $300 million International Development Association credit to boost Nigeria's efforts at providing affordable mortgages for middle and lower income families. The World Bank Country Director for Nigeria, Marie-Francois Marinelli, said the Nigerian financial system has grown rapidly and is becoming increasingly integrated into the regional and global financial systems. She added that the project will further the country's economic success strengthen the developing mortgage market, and create the much-needed jobs in construction, housing improvement, finance, and other sectors. The fund is also expected to support the development of a new home microfinance industry in Nigeria that will serve as a pilot designed to demonstrate a sustainable business case for this activity. All is now set for the Nigerian Stock Exchange to commence trading activities on its new trading platform called X Generation. A press release from the Nigerian Stock Exchange shows that series of market readiness tests have been carried out to create a new world-class market structure, and final preparations are being made to move over to the next generation platform this weekend. The X Generation has been described as a high-performance trading engine, and Nigeria is the first country in West Africa to adopt the system. Over 15 million farmers have been registered under the Growth Enhancement Scheme, an effort by the federal government to stop food importation and ensure self-reliance for farmers. The scheme has registered farmers from Niger, Plateau, Benue, Kogi, Kwara, Nasarawa, and the Federal Capital Territory. This is part of government's drive to diversify the economy with strong focus on the agriculture sector, a continued development of finance schemes, and expansion of credit to the sector. First Bank of Nigeria has emerged overall winner at the second annual Best Companies to Work For in Nigeria Awards 2013. Organizers of the event, Great Place to Work in Nigeria, say the initiative of the ceremony is aimed at creating and sustaining a great workplace to build a better society. Our correspondent, Ayotunde Balogun, reports.
It's often believed we find fulfillment in what we do or where we work, provided the conditions are favorable. In reference to this, Great Place to Work Institute has decided to show recognition to the best companies in Nigeria at an awards ceremony for the year for fostering a positive working culture and trust in the workplace.
In many organizations, leaders disregard culture as a powerful tool that can create and sustain performance, and only a few leaders give it attention that it deserves.
Guests gathered in large numbers to witness the remarkable event where winners will receive these prestigious awards.
It goes to First Bank of Nigeria.
So it was sheer jubilation for the management of First Bank of Nigeria as it went home with the award for Best Corporation to Work, along with Best Organized HR Structure and Most Engaged Head of HR Awards.
While we are one of the best banks, so in fact I'd say the best bank in Nigeria, we also acknowledge the fact that you can never, win on this without investing in your people.
There were other winners who received awards in various special categories, from Most Improved Workplace Culture to the Most Engaged CEO. Organizers of the event, which is in its second edition, say selections were done after a carefully thought out but rigorous process before the award presentations were made.
The first one is a trust index. The second one is a culture audit. The culture audit assesses what the management has for the workplace in terms of policies, practice, and in short, it just examines the culture from management perspective.
The Great Place to Work Awards 2013 ceremony has indeed come and gone. The recipients have been made known and they've carted home their awards in all the various categories, something the organizers say will definitely show that they mean business in trying to reward all those companies, businesses and organizations, no matter how big or small, that when they do the right things, they definitely will get their rewards. From the Civic Center here in Lagos, I'm Ayotunde Balogun reporting for Channels Television News.
And finally tonight, the Nigerian equities market closed today on a positive note, adding 0.04% to its all-share index. Oil-producing giant Total led the gainers, while Nestle led the laggards with more than twice the gains recorded by Total. Well, BC Koka tells us more.
Hello there, welcome to the Stock Market Report. The Nigerian equities market closed on a bright note today as it sustained gains recorded from the previous session. The benchmark index climbed further north, this time by 0.04% to 36,158.04. Market capitalization also moved higher and ended at 11.51 trillion naira. Total chalked up 5 naira to lead other price gainers for the session. On the flip side, Nestle declined by 10 naira 97 kobo, while Presco followed with a 3 naira 70 kobo loss. At the end of the day's trade, total market volume also edged up to 314.27 million units, an exchange in deals worth 2.89 billion naira. And that's a wrap on the stock market reports. I am BC Koka.
And also a wrap on business news tonight. The news at 10 continues shortly.